What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Shy Bliss, aka MahMah Tea, back with another one. Listen, I'm digging in the crates again, going out there, getting the flashbacks. Now, I'm going to be dropping this video every year. MahMah Tea is breaking down Thanksgiving and what we're really celebrating out here. Many of us are teetering and tottering on the fence, wondering if we should participate in this yearly ritual. Well, she's going to break down what you are actually doing, what you're actually celebrating. Now, you don't believe anything that she said when I dropped this last year, the first time, people was going crazy. Well, all you got to do is go and dig up the Pequot Indians and find out for yourself. And if you are going out there and you're going to spend your hard-earned money, make sure you support Black-owned businesses. With this Black Friday coming up, I like to call it Buy Black Friday. This is your chance to support small Black-owned businesses. And with that being said, I'm going to drop a coupon here for you guys to use. You're going to save 10% on all my teas. And if you want to be notified when I drop a fresh batch, all you have to do is go to my website and sign up to the VIP emailing list. I send it out to you guys first, 24 hours before I release it to the public. Because, you know, you support me and I'm going to support you. And if you buy from me, you always get a discount code for your next purchase, all right? Because, you know, we got to give back. Whatever you give me, I'm going to try my best to give back to you, all right? So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all be good. And always keep your vibes high and your tea sacred. Peace.
Hey babies, how y'all doing today? It's MahMah Tea back with another one. But before I begin, I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, all you babies coming over here listening to this truth. Listening to what I've been saying pretty much all my life. And my people who were down with me from day one, they recognize me and they calling me up now and saying, Mama, you everywhere. And I wouldn't even imagine it would be like this. I was about to give up on this thing. You know, I've been putting in this work for years. Some of y'all could go out there and do a search on my younger self, Shy Bless, and you're going to see how long baby girl been out here going hard for the truth she revealing now. And I almost gave up on this mission. I did, because it was just too hard and I wasn't getting nowhere. And I just was wondering, God, why you got me doing this? And ain't nobody. It's just a lonely, hard road. And all the stuff I'm doing it by myself. I don't have no help. All the videos and the contents and everything I'm creating, I'm doing it by myself, from the artwork and the images, everything. Putting it out there, designing the shirts. All that is me. I'm a one-woman band, baby. And I'm not complaining. It just takes time to put all this stuff together. And it's a bit exhausting at times, but the floodgates have opened, baby, and I ain't stopping now. I'm going to continue on with this mission. I just want you all to know that I thank you so much for your support. But I just wanted to give thanks to you all. And speaking of giving thanks, now all the information that we're putting out here, all the babies have been putting in this homework and letting you know that we indigenous to the land, that this is our land. And we was here before some slave ships, and you're trying to get us to claim another land and anything, so we become disconnected to this land of our ancestors. And that's the reason for that. But this video is about giving thanks, especially Thanksgiving. Now, out of everything we said about this, you babies better not run out there and buy one turkey and celebrate this thing called Thanksgiving. Because you really need to know the ritual that they got you all participating in. Slaughtering these turkeys on, stuffing yourself up. And then the next day is called Black Friday, where you line up and kill yourselves over material things that ain't worth shit. And y'all do it year after year, not realizing you're giving your energy over again to another ritual. Let me tell you a little story. Back in the early 1600s, there was a group of people that came over here that called themselves the Pilgrims. And while they was here, they didn't know nothing about the land or the terrain. So they got a guy named Squanto and his people of the Wampanoag tribe who helped the pilgrims learn how to eat and hunt and grow corn so they can live off the land, right? So the story go, when you was a kid, they would all have these little brown paper bags and drawing feathers, and the ones the Indians and the other ones the pilgrims, and we all celebrating this thing called Thanksgiving because the native tribes showed the pilgrims how to survive and eat on the land, so they wanted to show thanks and had this big feast, and they called it Thanksgiving. This the bullshit they feed us to get us to participate in this shit. But what they don't tell you was another group of people that came called the Puritans up there in Massachusetts with the boys up there. And they started war with some tribes up there called the Pequot Indians. And they were massacring these people left and right, killing them. And every time they had a victory destroying these tribes, they would call it a day of Thanksgiving. Celebrated the victory of massacring your ancestors. And they did this after every battle they won with these people. They had one battle, one of the final battles of the people with the Pequot Indians, where they called the men out. Come on out here, just like you called my people out when you was riding on them horses with your torches and your hoods on, calling the men out. Man came out and you began to clobber them and beat them with your weapons, just like you did off our ancient fathers and sons. Got the women and children scared watching their daddy and their granddaddy and their brothers being murdered by you. Then you set the houses on fire like you set the villages on fire with the Pequot Indian, killing all them babies and them women, just like you killed my mothers and my sisters and my brothers back then. See, that blood is still here. That line is still here. And you're still committing these crimes against my people. We ain't forget that shit. You try to make us forget by telling us we somebody else and have us participating in the shit year after year, celebrating the death of our ancestors. That's your Thanksgiving, baby. So when you're going out there and you're getting that turkey and you're sitting around the table, see, they make you forget these your people. And you participate and they feed off our energy. I tell you that as long as we participate in the ritual, they stay on top and we stay on the bottom. This ain't cause no race war that y'all trying to push on us. No, this is about claiming our inheritance and stopping this foolishness that you got us participating in. So don't y'all buy not one turkey leg, no turkey breast, no turkey wing. Don't you boil it, don't you fry it, don't you bake it. Stay away from them turkeys. You stop doing this shit year after year. Because what you're doing is honoring the death of your ancestors. You can't say you ain't know. Because now I just told you. And some of you ignorant ones, I don't care, it's about the family, and I'm going to go ahead and cook my turkey. Well, you go ahead and do that. And watch your ancestors frown upon you, saying you, despite knowing that these your people, you're going to go ahead and sit at the dinner table with your enemy and celebrate the death of them. And let me tell you what your presidents did. They said, okay, now, we ain't going to celebrate this Thanksgiving after every massacre, starting with your George Washington. He said, nah, we just going to do it once a year. Then your Abraham Lincoln decided he wanted to make it a national holiday. The massacring of your people as you sit down and you eat your turkey. And your baby girls in your elementary schools using the paper bags and throw your feathers and your headbands on, making a mockery of your people. I wanted to share that with you because the holidays is coming up. But this year around, this finna be different. We ain't doing this shit no more. I don't know about y'all, but I know me and my people, we done with this shit. Now I'm finally finding my tribe and you're realizing who you are. Look up the Wampanoags. Look up them tribes. Look up the Pequots. Look up what's going on up there in Massachusetts at that time. They trying to switch the people around, Puritans and Pilgrims. They say, oh, it wasn't that event. I don't give a fuck when it was. The fact that it happened and you celebrated and you called it a day of Thanksgiving, that was enough for me. And I hope that it's enough for you too. Y'all think about that. All right now. MahMah Tea, y'all be good. Bye, babies. Hey, babies. It's MahMah Tea, back with another one. You know, I decided to come out here today to the rivers and give my honors to my ancestors. You know, today is the day we are celebrating the day of no thank you. Some of us who have decided no longer to participate in the yearly rituals and the celebration of the massacring of our people, who decided to take the powers in our own hands and do the exact opposite. So today we say, no thank you to your celebrations and your holidays of massacring our people. No thank you to your spiritual harvesting of our energy and our souls. No thank you to your politics and your false belief systems and your toxic foods and your toxic culture. Today we say no thank you. Today is the day we are honoring our ancestors by fasting and removing ourselves from the tables of your feasts and your celebrations. And our ancestors is watching, because when you know better, you do better. Now, I'm not here to judge anybody. If you know the truth and you decide to go ahead and participate in the yearly ritual, well, then that's between you and your ancestors. But those that did stand up, stand firm, and said, I'm going to honor my ancestors, and I'm going to go out in nature, and I'm going to fast. I'm not going to eat the vulture today. I'm going to be out here amongst nature. Be quiet and be still and listen to what they got to say. Well, since you sacrificed this day for them, oh, the blessings that will come upon you will be directly from them. So for those of you who took your power back and say, no, we're not going to celebrate their death by feasting. We're going to celebrate their life by fasting. And they see that. And they honor that. They going to bring blessings upon you for that. But there's going to be a little shift in this consciousness after today. Because those who stood resolute and sacrificed just one day for their ancestors, oh my goodness. Your ancestors going to give you so much this year. Your life going to turn around for the better this year. You best believe it. Doors are going to swing right open. They're going to open up your roads for you this year. Because for once, on a day like today, many of you put them first and not your belly. So go out in nature, y'all. Don't be down. Don't frown. Because we're breaking from this system subconsciously, spiritually, mentally, financially. And what you think you might lose, baby, you finna gain it all back in the most substantial, beneficial, sustainable way. Now, I want to wish you all who took part of this thing today, a day that we all stood up in numbers and said, no thank you. To go ahead and post a video. We're going to put the hashtag today, no thank you. Show yourself out in nature as you give honor to your ancestors and say, today for our ancestors, when it comes to this establishment and your rituals and your celebrations, today is the day we say, no thank you. All right, y'all. MahMah Tea. Y'all be good. Bye now.
Flashbacks made twice a month. Our blue and white lotus flowers are imported from Sri Lanka. We don't carry inventory. We make 2 batches a month so you can get the freshest quality available. And we also have that inhale blend. Yeah, always keep your vibes high and your tea sacred.